Hi everyone and welcome again to another episode from your series English in Media. Today's tense is more used in almost every day's chat when we talk about our history, our experiences, and so many other topics. We will cover all of them, almost all of them in this video. And this tense is called past simple tense, and it's also called with the advanced English learners preterite. Now for the paper and pen, and let's get started. We use a past simple tense to talk about anything that happened in the past, before now, and completely finished in the past. And when we say completely finished in the past, we mean that it has zero effect on now, on the present. Now for the main patterns of the past simple tense. First, affirmative sentence. The main form of the affirmative, subject plus the main verb, and adding to the main verb an ed. I worked, she worked, they worked, you worked, and so on.
I worked with that boy. He is as honest as sunshine.
And it worked with you?
Your folks worked so hard.
Yeah, they worked hard.
You know, we worked together.
The last time you worked for these people, they arrested you.
Of some kind tells me you worked hard.
And of course we have tons and tons of irregular verbs like have becomes had, go becomes went, and so on. Here is an advanced tip you can skip if you would like. The ed at the end of each verb has two sounds, ed sound and et sound. When it's ed sound, when the letter preceding the ed is voiced, V, R, M, and Y. Play, played. The other sound, when the letter preceding ed is voiceless one, like sh, ch, k, like watch, watch it. Please listen carefully.
Well played.
You're being watched.
What is a voiced letter? In a very simple way. It's a letter whose sound makes vibration at the bottom of your throat, like v. Did you feel this place is vibrating? You can try it yourself and feel with your fingertip. I don't want to use any phonetics vocab as it's just for clarification. We will not get deep into it. Before talking about the negative, we need to mention that the past simple is similar to the present simple. But of course, all the verbs are in the past shape, like verb to be becomes was or were. The verb to do becomes did. Verb to be was has some certain subjects like I was, he was, she was, it was, and were, we were, they were, you were, and so on. As for did, it's very simple. It's did with all the subjects. I, he, she, it, you, they, we, did. Now for the form. Subject plus did not, because it's negative, plus the main verb plus the rest of the tense. Did you notice that we used the auxiliary or the helping verb do in the past form, did? Also we can shorten it to become didn't, did not, didn't. Please pay attention to the difference between the two of them in the coming two clips.
Even though he did not work here, it didn't work.
Now for the questions form. As we mentioned in the previous videos, we have two types of questions. The first one, yes or no question, which is called interrogative question, and the second one, the WH question. The yes or no question, it's did plus the subject plus the verb in the basic form or the infinitive form. And here is an example.
Just, did you make it or not?
As for the WH question, we only add a question word before the yes or no question. Did you eat? What did you eat? See, it's very easy.
Andrew, Walker crime scene. What did we get for footprints?
Also, we can use it in the negative form. Did not plus subject plus verb in infinitive form plus the rest of the tense.
I mean, didn't we do a whole thing? Hang a banner, make a video?
Was it cold yesterday? Yes, it's and still. This is another advanced tip. You can skip if you'd like. in the negative and interrogative past simple form. When the verb to do is an ordinary verb or main verb, we need to use the auxiliary verb did, like we did not do our homework last night. The same applies for the verb to have. We did not have to do our homework.
Well, I did take second place in a chess tournament.
I mean, didn't we do a whole thing, hang a banner, make a video?
No, we did not, unfortunately. We can use time expressions, but not necessarily. Check the difference.
Hey! Maybe she called me!
Because she called me last night, she was in a total panic.
Now for the real life situations. Something that happened for once in the past.
She worked hard to get where she was.
Something that happened several times in the past.
I always enjoyed the extra practice.
And I swam a lot.
By the way, we can use the word never to express something that did not happen.
6 little girls. I never found any of them.
Something that was true for some time in the past.
You remember that amusement park we went to when you were a kid?
We often use ago with a past simple.
She killed her co-workers a few years ago.
She killed all of them?
Yeah.
Also, we can use a past simple to describe people.
Can you describe him? Yes, he was tall, scar on the left side of his cheek, pale.
And hypotheses, when we try to imagine something that's not true or that's not the reality.
And I suppose you got there from my quarters after you changed your clothes.
We use the verb wish or the phrase if only to talk about something that we really need, but it's not possible to get.
Yeah, I wish I could help.
And with the verb wish, you can use the modal verb could and would.
Maybe we'd always stand together.
No matter how logical your argument was, she could always argue the opposite position.
You don't say.
With politeness also, you can use a past simple.
I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
And the last usage, when we want to talk about or express something was usually done or a habit, like used to.
He used to come out with us sometimes, in the holidays.
We used to live in New York when I was a kid. What I meant is, I no longer live in New York. Used to plus the infinitive form of the verb. And that's almost everything you need to know about the past simple, whether the simple uses or the advanced ones. Thank you again for your time with me, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.